Good morning, my be back. Here's the plan. I told you yesterday, roughly, what was the order of what's coming up next. Almost inevitably, they've thrown a bit of a curveball in. But it's sort of a good curveball. Balconies. I'll show you what I mean shortly. What could possibly go wrong? Before we get to the curveball part, here is just reconfirming which tiles are for which room. I'm still not going to show you up close, not just yet. Singing Marvin is working on a new room of topping. This is Jack's bedroom. So as before, just putting in the guide strings to begin with to get the height, then putting in these kind of beams to mark out the height with the concrete, and then they'll come back and fill in the gaps. Melvin continuing the tape and mudding, this time in Sabrina's room. Quite a bit, I'm a little bit late getting started here for other things I was doing earlier on, but quite a bit done in here already. Over in the distance there, we've got Herwin, as opposed to Erwin, working on a bit of painting now on the ceiling above the entrance. Still not complete by any means with mud and tape at this end, in fact not even started at this end, but already going back now with the first coat of paint at the end where they have done mud and tape. Here at the master bedroom balcony, Donald is continuing to work on the ceiling with more hardiflex going in here. That's not the curveball. The curveball is down here, where nothing has happened yet, but the plan now is to put a waterproofing layer on the floor and then put down the tiles on the 3 balconies. I think possibly this one first, but I'm not certain. They may have to shift that attention because they're still working on the ceiling here. So it's possible it will be Jack's room first, because they were doing some cleanup there a little while ago. We'll follow that as the day goes on. Erwin is still working on the second septic tank, so more plastering going on this morning. Starting to get to grips with these dividing walls. Long way to go still. At the pool, we have now got most of the water jets pointing down, somewhere around about 45 degrees. Haven't got all of them done yet. The ones over by the waterfall still need to have the angle changed on those. I have to say, they are, in some cases, very stiff and hard to move without any tools. So we'll wait for Glenn to come back and try and deal with that for us. Sean put a comment stroke question in and said, is the patio flat or is it slightly angled so that we ensure that we carry water away from the house rather than running in? Now, I did do a check on windowsills and they had a lovely little angle on them, from being a higher elevation at the point of the window to a lower elevation on the outside edge, so that's doing its job. But I hadn't checked the the patio, and I hadn't checked the front step, and I haven't checked any of the balconies upstairs. I have now had a look at the front step and this patio, and I'll show you the result. If you can make that out, it's absolutely flat as a pancake, dead level. That's not what we want. So I've spoken to the engineer. When they do the finishing on this floor, they will ensure there is a slight change in elevation, higher at this end and lower on the outside edge of the patio. Same thing will be done to the front step. And I will go and check as well the balconies to make sure that it applies up there on all of those. Here we go on balconies. So Coilito is applying the basin waterproofing coat. Same material that was used on the swimming pool. So this will go on now, and I'm not sure what follows that. We'll see what happens later. Over here, I've come back again to check on the levelness of our balconies. Absolutely level. Just spoken to Manny, the foreman, and when they finish the final surface, it will be tilted away very slightly from the house. I think yesterday, or maybe the day before, I miscredited a comment on the name, one of the names, for this topping. Screed was the name that actually now a few people have mentioned, but it was actually, the first one in the comments was actually Anton Hemming. But yes, a few of you have now reconfirmed that name. So, apologies Anton, I got there in the end. The balcony for the master bedroom. We've still got O'Donnell and Yves, who doesn't like to be on camera. So of course now I'm just going to follow him around a lot. Trying to get this finished with the hardiflex ceiling panels. Still bits around the outside edges to be done. And yeah, it did happen that they switched focus for now away from this balcony onto Jack's balcony, the one we just saw. Oliver and Singing Rico, without his hat today. I've been working on these bits of metal today, and I didn't know what they were for. They are for bathroom cabinets, where, for example, the wash basins will be located, but a little bit more than that. So that's something new today. I imagine those will start getting installed in the not too distant future. Septic tank number 2. Owen has finished all of the plastering, the rendering of the interior walls. There's been a couple of questions about the septic tanks. One of them was there any waterproofing? And the answer is they did use the Sahara powder waterproofing mixture. Same material that they did use in the swimming pool. In the pool they used both the Sahara powder and the basin coating. Here they've just used the Sahara powder. And as we just saw, up on the balconies they're only using the basin material. I have no idea how they decide which one to use where. But yes, we have an element of waterproofing here. The second comment has come again from probably more than one person. Why is it close to the house? The builder assures us categorically, absolutely, without any doubt, we won't get any smells from this. We'll see. If we do, the warranty might get called out again. But I'm assuming he knows what he's doing, and having it just here will be fine. We hope. Hopefully for the last time, catch basins. The question was, what's the point? Why not just connect all the pipes together? It would seem to be an easier thing to do. Well, actually, Michael Masnow's got into the comments and has provided the answer, which I didn't give to the engineer, but he then told me the same answer. It's to give access in case of any blockages. If there were none of these catch basins, we could have a blockage anywhere around the house and we wouldn't have access to the pipes, or we wouldn't have easy access. Here, we do have access at certain points. Might make it easier to try and flush out whatever blockages there are. That's what they're for. The bell has gone. It's 4:30, end of the day. We'll start upstairs, and we'll start specifically over the entrance hall, where the mud and tape is complete. All the way over there and take a quick dizzy pill. It's done over the stairs as well. At least I'm pretty sure it is, because the platform's been removed. And I can't see any areas where it looks like they've not yet applied the mud. In George's room, at the front of the house, in the middle, this flooring, this topping, or screed, was already done. There's not much to show you in here, except currently residing in the walk-in closet here is this base for a cabinet that Oliver and Singing Rico were working on earlier. I actually think it is not for the walk-in closet itself, I think it is for the bathroom. I'll show you why in just a moment. Here's the why. There's another one. Looks to me to be pretty much identical. This is in Sabrina's room, and there is no walk-in closet here. So if this one's going to be in a bathroom, I think that one in George's room is going to be in the bathroom as well. And we also have, and this applies to a number of the bathrooms, the beginnings of markings on the wall where cabinets will be placed. Specifically, I think, where wash basin cabinets will be placed. While we're in Sabrina's room, this is her little balcony, and this has had the waterproof coat applied. The basin mixed in with, I think, just some regular plaster. Looking out from Jack's balcony, actually I'm just inside his room, but you get my meaning. It looks like Coelito did finish the waterproofing layer here as well. We saw earlier on today the beginnings of these guides for the topping, the screed in Jack's room. They didn't go a lot further with it, and actually I think they've made a change. It looks to me like there was another guide originally put down here, which has been removed. And I can only assume it's been removed because it's right in the middle of where this doorway is into the walk-in closet and the bathroom. Now, I don't see why that would be a problem. It seems like they did see a problem. In the master bedroom, nothing yet for topping. So at the moment, we've got this room and Alex's room have nothing. Then we've got Jack's room that's partially done, and Sabrina and George's rooms have that topping complete. On the master balcony, O'Donnell and Camera Shy Vess finished putting the hardiflex panels in here, so that's all done. The platform's been removed. I suspect they're ready now to move on to waterproofing this balcony. This is it looking from the sunroom, almost on the patio, and whether I look over to the right there where the living room is, or the dining room in front of us, or the kitchen over there, or even, keep those dizzy pills close, into the theatre room, or if I were to go round to the dirty kitchen, or the helper's room, or the laundry, absolutely nothing new going on there. All the attention at the moment inside the house is upstairs, and I get the feeling that's going to be mostly the way of things for another few days. Here at septic tank number 2, I'm not sure if there was anything significant more done here. I think this may be pretty much where Erwin had got it to earlier on in the day. There was a comment, and I apologise, I'll have to look it up, I can't remember who it's from, but basically said if it was them, they would have put plastic bottles or something similar over these exposed upright rebar for safety. Couldn't agree more. I think we have to say that safety standards probably have slipped a little bit over the last few weeks. There's no sign of hard hats anymore. And I think in general, we've weakened a little here. Now, there are less hazards in the building, but there are clearly still hazards. There are still bits of scaffolding around. There's one right in front of my head right now. and there is a little bit still inside the house where they've got platforms for helping them with ceilings. But yeah, overall, I think we've gone down a notch or 6 on the safety culture that we kind of managed to bring in a little bit here. Oh well, can't win every time. So, the end of the day. Still not quite at the stage where we're finishing anything. But I do think we are now getting very close to seeing, at the very least, something going on to floors that will be the finished article. Obviously it will be bathrooms first. Well, actually, no, it may be balconies first, but it could be either. And then I think they'll start to extend that to bathroom walls, and then finishing off on ceilings, and then a bit more in bedrooms. So we are close. At the moment it is still what you might think of as a bit more of the mundane stuff, the preparation stuff, but it's just getting us that much closer to the more visually stimulating things that are about to come, I think. So, who knows, maybe tomorrow we will have something going on a floor that is a finished floor. Stick around, we'll see you then.